Josh! What? Why do you keep ditching me, man? Go camping with me, please? I told you I would, but I am busy. Busy with work, you mean? Yes, busy with work. You were always busy with work. Always. You need to take a break from work, man. I know, I just can't right now. I have never met anyone so caught up in work all the time. You have a problem. I know that too. I am sorry, man. And on top of that, I have no idea what it is that you do. I told you, I am a scientist. Yeah, but what does that even mean? Do you mix solutions? Do you make medicines? Or do you make bombs? You know I can't tell you that. I have signed a contract. Again with the contract. I swear to God, there is some shady business going on in that building. There is nothing shady going on there. Man, I have drove you there for some time now, and I get the chills whenever I am near there. It just looks dodgy. Oh God, if I agree to go camping with you, will you drop it? Happily. Okay, then we'll go this weekend. Yay! Mikey and Joshy, just like old times. Ha 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 ha, sure. Mike and I have been best friends since childhood. He owned a shop and it was near the building I worked at, so we drove together most of the time. It was a little eerie, the building I worked in, but he always made a huge deal of it. Although I told people I am a scientist, the truth is I haven't been doing anything related to it. I just did paperwork nowadays, which was boring, but kept my mind busy. Mike and I have been going camping since we were kids, and I knew he wouldn't let it go if I didn't agree to go with him. I will just have to work a little extra on Friday so I can leave with Mike. Hey, stranger. You're the stranger, Ro. I am just so busy with work, Josh. You know how long my hours are. I know. You're the big fancy senior scientist now. You don't have time for poor old Josh. Ha 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 ha. Stop being dramatic. But seriously, I work one floor above you. Come see me in between work. I try, Josh, but it's chaos there all day. I would come see you, but I don't have permit to that floor. I know, they just give senior scientists the permit for the whole building. I just want to spend time with you, Ro. I know. Can I see you at the weekend? I'm going camping with Mike. Oh God, how did he trap you into that? He just annoyed me into accepting. LOL, sounds like Mike. Anyway, I will try to see you tomorrow at work before you leave for camping. Yeah, I am working extra hours tomorrow. Come see me anytime. Perfect. Rosa and I met at work. We were both junior scientists and used to work side by side. She got a promotion a while back, and now she works on the level below mine. We don't get the time to chat or see each other at work anymore. Work is getting in the way of our relationship, and I don't like it one bit. I just hope we both get the time to see each other outside of work. We can't let work be our life. Yo, you coming to work tomorrow? Yes, please don't start with your conspiracy theories again. Dude, seriously though, you have to admit, it is a strange place we work in. It is only strange when you're talking to me, you big weirdo. Okay, fair. I have some revelations I want to share with you. Would it matter if I said no? No. Okay, then go ahead. Our building is small, right? Like, it's a small factory. Sure, it's quite small. But we get so many large shipments every day. I mean, what do we need those for? Jake, scientific equipment is large. I don't think there's small machines downstairs. Yeah, but like 4 days a week? How much equipment do we need exactly? I don't know, maybe they need a lot of things downstairs. See, that's another red flag. Why aren't we allowed downstairs? Man, you think too much. We're not at the same level as senior scientists. That's why we're not allowed there. Shouldn't we at least know what's happening in the building we work in? Man, just stop. You know I won't be able to sleep if you don't stop filling my mind with these things. I will see you at work tomorrow. Fine, we will talk then. See you, Josh. Jake and I work across each other at the same floor. He and I talk sometimes, but I like to keep to myself since he is quite the conspiracy theorist. He makes up these insane stories about everything, and then it gives me anxiety. He has been working his mind about the facility we work in for quite some time now. I dismiss most of his theories, but some things stick by me. I too find it odd that we're not allowed downstairs. I mean, what could possibly be going on there that the junior scientists can't know about? Rosa knows because she works there, but I know better to ask her. She has signed a contract too, just like me. A very limited people are allowed there, and it makes me nervous not to know what goes on right below me. I took a deep breath because I knew Jake successfully got into my head. I just need to sleep it off and be ready for work tomorrow, because it will be a long day. Mike and I drove together as usual. We talked about stuff we need to pack for camping. He dropped me off at my work and began to drive away to his shop, which is about 10 minutes away from my building. "See you bright and early tomorrow," he said before driving away from me. I entered the building and sat my bag on the desk. I couldn't see Jake. He was late probably, I thought, but he came running like the wind from downstairs a minute later. He looked all frenzied and shocked. He just sat down on his desk and took a couple deep breaths. I was just about to ask him what's going on, but my phone buzzed in my pocket and I saw I got a text from Jake. "Don't come over at my desk." "Okay, crazy, what's going on? Where were you?" "Some people were headed downstairs and I followed them." "Are you actually crazy? Why would you do that? Do you want to lose your job? Don't tell me it was because of your insane theories." "My theories are not insane. Anyway, I couldn't get inside in time. The door locked before I could get there, but I heard something." "What? What did you hear?" "I heard someone." "So, you just said there were people in there. You probably heard one of them." "It was a woman. She was screaming." "Some lab animal probably escaped and frightened some woman." "It was a call for help. It wasn't normal screaming." "What? Are you sure?" "Yes, she was screaming for help." "Okay, what do we do?" "You're working overtime, right?" "Yes." "Me too. We'll go downstairs and check once it's clear." "After our shifts, then?" "Yes, be ready." He and I both sat across each other and worked like nothing was going on. When our shift was closer to end, we saw people come upstairs and pack up their stuff. We saw a bunch of people leave when our shift officially ended. I had finished most of my work. I didn't really need to stay for overtime, but I stayed put because Jake has got into my head. I hesitantly agreed to get up and go downstairs with him to investigate further. We needed access to downstairs, but we didn't have any keycards. Jake's genius plan was to set a small fire and the alarm will go off, opening all the doors without keycards. I immediately said no to that plan, but somehow ended up doing it in the last moment. I swear I do stupid things when I'm with Jake. We went back inside our lab and set a small fire that could be contained quickly. It set off the fire alarm and all the doors flew open in a second. We put the fire out and ran downstairs. Because most people's shifts were over, we saw no one entering the door downstairs. We were welcomed with a long hallway, way too long, and at the end were some more stairs going down. We never knew there was another level below that floor, like a basement or something. Jake and I fumbled our way to the bottom, which was pitch black. I asked Jake to look for a light switch or something. He waved his hands around to switch on some light. After about 30 seconds, the room flooded with light, and what I saw in front of me made me sick to my stomach. We were in some sort of warehouse. There were large crates, hundreds of them, aligned in rows. There weren't animals in them. I told Jake to run out of fear. "They are people!" he yelled as we ran upstairs with trembling hands and blood-drained faces. Jake stopped running after a while and shoved me behind a big container. I fought to get out of his hold to run, but he told me to stay put. He ran and hid behind another big container across from me. "Don't talk, they might be listening." "What? How do you know?" "There was a security camera at the entrance of that warehouse." "Doesn't mean they saw us." About 20 people were running toward that warehouse in hazmat suits. "How do you know that?" "I saw it on the screen next to the camera. I pay attention to everything. Just stay hidden and don't talk, please." "Jake, we have to get out of here. What the hell is going on in there?" "Let me think for a moment. Do you know all the exits of this building?" "Yes, I know every exit, but we're going to get caught if we run." "The yellow hazmat suits. There were some upstairs. We have to get them. It will be easier to leave wearing those." "We need a car to get away." I don't drive. Do you have a car? No, we can't use our cars anyway. We need a driver ready to drive as soon as we get in. Let me talk to my friend. Okay, you do that. I am going to get the hazmat suits and bring back 2. No, bring back 3. I'm going to text Rosa. We need to take her with us. Okay, be quick and text both of them. Yeah, be careful, Jake. I was so full of fear that my hands were trembling, but so full of adrenaline that I didn't think about anything before pulling up Mike's number. Mike! What's up? Don't tell me you're canceling camping. Shut up and listen to me. Geez, okay. I need you to get in the car and drive to my building. Stay outside and keep the car in drive. I need to get away from here as soon as possible. Don't ask any questions. I will tell you everything later. Just do this for me, please. Of course, man. Anything for you. I'm on my way. Thank you, Mike. I love you. I love you too, man. Please be okay when I get there. You sound really stressed. Just get here as fast as you can and be at the back door. Yeah, okay. I'm coming right away. I looked up from my phone just in time to catch Jake trotting around upstairs looking for those hazmat suits. There was a big window which I could see him through, but the upstairs, you can't see anything through it. I have always wondered why it was there. I see Jake fumbling with a cupboard door. Relief fills me when he grabs a hazmat suit from the cupboard, but the moment was short-lived. 4 people in hazmat suits crowd Jake and snatch the suit from his hand. Before I could say something or move to get upstairs, one of them pulled out a gun and shot Jake right between the eyes. I was too stunned to register what had happened. I couldn't blink. Tears filled my eyes, but no voice came out of my mouth. My hands became lifeless, and I was about to drop my phone when I got control of my balance again. I pulled up Rosa's number through tear-filled eyes and sent her a text. Rosa, where are you? Please tell me you're at home. I'm at the lab. What's wrong? Oh God, what level are you on? My usual one. I am on that level too. But you're not allowed there. I know, Rosa, listen to me. Something bad is happening here at the lab. You need to leave this place right now. Where are you? Let me come find you. I am hiding. Jake's dead. What? Jake? The one you work with? How? Some of the lab security shot him in front of my eyes. Oh my fucking God, what's going on, Josh? Where are you? What are you saying? Why would they do that? There are people in the warehouse. Did you know that? People locked up in cages like animals. No, we're not supposed to go in the warehouse. How many people are there? I don't know. Hundreds? We have to get out of here right now. Okay, let me come find you. My keycard will let us out of here. Tell me where you are. I am behind a big brown container type thing. It's huge, just right of the hallway. Yeah, got it. I will be there in a second. Rosa got there in mere moments. She held my hand and led me to a door. Her keycard worked and it opened and let us outside. It wasn't the door I had told Mike to meet me, so I told Rosa we need to get to the back door. She nodded and we ran hand in hand to the door where Mike was. I saw his car in the distance. There was no one else there. The air was humid. Too humid. It wasn't like that in the morning when we got here. We ran and got to Mike's car, but he wasn't in there. The car was empty with keys still in it. I looked around to see if he was here. My head was swirling because of the temperature. I couldn't think straight, but I knew I had to get Rosa to safety. I told her to get in the car, and just when she got in, my whole body dropped to the ground with a thud. I woke up after a while, I guess, and found myself in a massive cage in the all-too-familiar warehouse. There were voices of people, too. After a second, Rosa came into view as she wrote something in her register. Subject 178, Joshua Barrett, she said while writing down. I couldn't wrap my head around what was happening. The last thing I had remembered was her in the car and Mike being gone. Subject 179, Mike Barnes, she wrote in her register while saying it out loud. I turned my head to the left and saw Mike sitting in a cage looking right at me.